saying if you're going to buy a stock, you should do certain things.
Right.
If you're not willing to do these things, you should leave your money in the bank.
Your philosophy is simple. If you find something that you identify with. I remember there was a story of your wife and her hose.
Yeah.
Your wife kept saying,
legs
these
and
are
the panties. Oh, you
legs,
got it.
Yeah, the legs and panties. Your wife said, these are the greatest things I've ever seen.
Right.
And when your wife said that, you knew that this was a product that was better.
Right.
You used to stay at La Quinta Motel.
Right.
And the service was better, whatever was better.
Right. The price was good.
And the price was good too. And you said, this is a place that I can determine. I, Peter Lynch, can tell that this is a good product, right?
That's right.
And if these people are making a good product, then their earnings are going to go up, therefore the stock's going to go up.
Right.
And that's the kind of decision-making process you ought to go through.
Right.
Do I have it?
You've got it exactly right. Well, I don't think people understand there's 100% correlation with what happens to a company's earnings over several years and what happens to the stock. I also explain the retail industry. I try and make it very simple. And I talk about a wonderful example is a 7th grade class.
Yeah.
The teacher of that read my book, and my first book that you were talking about. You and I did a show on that in Washington. You remember that show? This is a long time ago. She read the book, and I said, if you made it through 5th grade math, you can do it in the stock market. She says, okay. She started teaching it in 7th grade, 7th grade class. These kids had to study companies. They had to look at their balance sheets to see if they're solvent. And they picked stocks. These stocks were up 69% over 2 years when the market was up only 20. And they picked stocks like Limited. They picked The Gap. They picked Walt. They understood these companies. They also picked IBM. I lost money on that too. I mean, everybody makes mistakes.
Everybody did, yeah.
But I'm saying this was a school, St. Agnes' School in Arlington, Mass. But in addition, in the decade of the 80s, there's 8,000 investment clubs. These are amateur, sort of average people just investing. These investment clubs, 62% of them, of these clubs, beat the market. In the decade of the 80s, only 25% of professionals beat the market.